All right, guys, the first step you want to do is you want to take the console apart. You don't want to get all dirty and then have to, you know, jump up in here and start taking this stuff apart. There's a couple bolts. I haven't done one of these in a while, so not real fresh on it, but there's a couple bolts on this somewhere. We need to pop this cover off, and then there's bolts that hold this shifter in, and then this one just unscrews, and then there's a plate on the top that'll have 4 bolts in it. So we'll go ahead and we'll start getting all this stuff taken apart, and we will get it to where we don't have to get back in the truck. I mean, that's the main concern right now. Okay, so this is the point we need to get this to. We've got our shifter off, we've got our tower off the shifter, all of our interior trim pieces are out of the way, and we just stuffed us a rag down in there. We don't want chances of any debris or anything else that may be under the truck while we're moving this around to possibly fall down inside the transmission and give us more issues. So just take the time, stick a rag in it, and we are done inside. That's all we have to do inside. Okay guys, the very next step is going to be removing these rear drive shaft bolts. They're an 8mm. You need to take these out and remove the drive shaft. The drive shaft is out. Just stick your bolts back in there so you don't lose them. Just set them back in a couple times. And now we're going to move up to the front of the... Okay guys, we're under the truck now. Our very next step is going to be removing this front drive shaft. It's 2 8s or 10s, I can't remember. Hold on real quick, I'll tell you. 10 mils on. little chunk of that on the time lapse. It looks like I've done a lot, but I haven't really. Basically, you knock the cross member out. They have 4 bolts on each side. This one only had 2 from someone previously taking it out. But anyways, so you get the cross member bolts out, beat it down, and then there's going to be 6 9/16 bolts that go around where the transmission and the transfer case meet. There's a little clip right here that just snaps into the transfer case to select between, you know, your 4-wheel drive range, all that good stuff. So you do that, and then it'll just slide off. The next step is going to be removing the slave cylinder. It's 2 13mm bolts. All right, so we got the transmission out of the truck, and it's a broken input shaft. Wow, that's nuts. Show them up on the stuck in the clutch. Completely stuck inside there. What were you doing when it broke?
Nothing I haven't done before.
Wow, that's impressive. All kinds of little chunks of metal and clutch material in here. Wow. There she is in all of her glory. If you guys have never took one of these input shafts out, just 4 bolts, then you just kind of, I mean, he needs one of these new collars too. It broke that. This retainer piece that kind of supports the input shaft. Just take those 4 bolts out and hit it back and forth with a hammer very lightly, and it'll come out. Can be kind of time consuming, but you'll get it out eventually. Corey's gotta make sure his bike still starts. So here's we got the LB7 moved in here. You guys have seen this in a couple other videos. Put a CP3 pump on it, had the injectors cleaned and resealed, and it still won't start. It'll hit on ether. So instead of messing with this anymore, it's going to be cheaper to just put a whole nother running engine in it and have leftover parts. If you guys are new to the channel, give you a quick little walk around of it. It's black leather interior. It's got the full center console. Pretty nice truck. It's pretty loaded out for the year. Needs a door. And just cleaned up. Came with a bunch of free trash. Back of the truck looks really nice. It's got a small dent over on the side. Other than that, the truck's rust free and dent free. Rockers are clean. So we're gonna put an engine in it and get this thing running. That is pretty much gonna wrap up the end of the video. I hope that was information that will help you guys out. Removing the transmission and everything. If you need to do it on yours, there's a good glimpse of the broken input shaft. Yeah, that's crazy. It's really not a very hot truck. I mean, it is P-pumped, but he doesn't really drive it that hard, and it just broke it right in half. So he's gonna go with a bigger input shaft and dual disc clutch. So we'll get all that stuff on the way, and we'll get a good video putting that stuff back together for you guys. I will see you guys on the next one.